Wade here from JOLT Fitness. I'd just like to welcome you to 2019, jumping on board for a few tips to kick off 2019 down here at our outdoor training centre. I can hear the boxing in the background, which is pretty awesome. So what I wanted to jump on and talk about today is just about metabolism and 3 ways that we can manipulate our metabolism to start changing our body composition and primarily start burning fat, which is really, really important. So we have 3 main ways that our bodies can burn calories. So probably 60 to 70% of our calorie expenditure daily is through our resting metabolic rate and through movement, through generalized movement. So it makes sense because that's the biggest component, is to try to manipulate that as much as possible. The first way we can manipulate our resting metabolic rate is obviously by building lean muscle. So do some sort of strength training, at least 2 or 3 times a week, because muscle is king. So the more lean muscle we have, the higher our metabolism is, the more calories we are going to burn at rest. So that's the first thing really that's important. The second thing is just move as much as possible. We can affect that metabolism through movement. We're designed to move as humans, so moving as much as possible throughout the day, taking stairs, parking further from work, all that kind of stuff. So we're burning as many calories in that zone as possible is really important. So the second chunk of our percentage of calorie expenditure is using exercise. So and that's, we're looking at about 15 to 20% of our metabolism manipulation through exercise and through anaerobic exercise. That gives us that metabolic disturbance, gives us that sort of spike in our metabolism, and that's high intensity exercise relevant to the individual, and gives us that afterburn effect where we raise our metabolism and we keep it up and ticking along for hours afterwards. So now, whilst this is a really great way to burn calories and especially burn fat, especially if we're doing this type of stuff in a fasted state and we have that adaptation, it's still only about 15 to 20% of our total calorie expenditure. So it's part of our plan, but the biggest bang for that buck is still that metabolism and that movement. So and our last piece of the pie is that manipulation through thermogenic effect of food and our food consumption. So and that makes up for about 10% of our metabolism. So making sure we're getting 3 good nourishing meals a day that have plenty of fat and protein in them, so they're not only quite satiating, but to digest them, we're actually having a big calorie expenditure as well. So, and of course, avoiding those high sugar foods that just burn quickly, just like throwing paper on the fire, and gives us a spike and a drop, and we're not really getting that slow release burn of calories. So the biggest way we find that works with this is using all 3 of those together in a plan. So doing strength training, having high intensity training as part of the plan, having plenty of movement in your day, and then having that manipulation through food as the best way to change your body composition and change your health. So that's it for my video today, guys. If you do want help with any of this stuff, we do have a New Year challenge coming up starting in February, where we teach you all this stuff and more. We've got some great strength workouts. We do high intensity, everything else. So if that does interest you and you love training outdoors in a secure environment, just post below this video, contact us, reach out to us, come down, have a free trial. We would love to have you at our training. And again, I hope that 2019 is kicked off awesome for you. Thanks, guys.